He is not only a DJ, he is a former national champion in full contact kickboxing, vice champion in ITF Taekwondo, international BJJ champion with gi and no gi, a decorated veteran with 3 commando brevets fighting battles from French Guiana to the war in Serbia, and a former operative for the 99 French Foreign Legion, which is one of the greatest military units in the world. The man, the myth, the legend, Solomon Ostojic. Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me here.
Hey, man, I've wanted to talk to you on camera for a while now, so let's get it started. What is the French Foreign Legion, Solly?
That's like the army, like that. Everybody can go in. Actually, like everybody can apply to be, but they choosing people anyways. Like back in time, you don't have to. They were picking up people from prisons and stuff and sending to Vietnam and Algeria or like whatever, all around the world. So
yeah, so recruits weren't like obligated to present their papers to enlist, right? So like no questions asked. So as quickly as it it became like a melting pot for ex-mercenaries and, like you said, like criminals and also desperate colonists as well. But how was your experience in the French Foreign Legion?
Well, I was from ex-Yugoslavia after bombing, NATO bombing and stuff. Like I go there and like they actually get me in, and I had like good experience, a lot fun, a lot like missions and like cool stuff like you see today. I don't regret to be there, but I will never go back.
Oh, of course not, man.
For me, it's done.
Yeah, so it like for people who don't know it, the French Foreign Legion is like it's a striking force of French colonization. Okay, it's so they're like this badass military unit that represents the French pretty much. So what is the pin mean? The pin that you have at work, like what does that mean? The Legionnaire code of honor, pretty much.
No, this is my. My my unit, like in French Legion, that was the pin I was wearing, so like I still wear at my work, and
And how's the training? Like, how was the training for the French? Like, apparently it's known. Well, it's designed to destroy each soldier's individuality and past life. Is that true?
It's true. Like, I have one good thing there. Like and I like never save money even today. I never save penny in my life, and that's what they like most because if they see you saving money or sending money home, they know you're preparing to leave, so they hate you. So
really?
Like, if you spend money, they like this.
Yeah.
So that's that's the first thing. But the training is actually you can be 20 years there. And you want to always be on training. There's always something to be trained about, like, always different weapons, different. We were like in every like continent, like every pretty much country in the world. So sure, like I'm going to be 2 years. I was in French Guiana. Yeah. But there is my friends being in Djibouti, like one of the hottest country in the world, Yeah. They like, I think 60 is average there. So you would doing training there. And then you go doing training in the jungle. Then you go do training like nautic, like commando training. Let's say in Aruba, we used to do with Dutch Navy, and so it's always something to train up, about. So.
What's the most intense training you ever had?
My jungle is like
Why?
Nothing can be compared to jungle,
Yeah.
So,
right? Why?
So I was like, I'm coming from Yugoslavia, So
tough motherfuckers, man.
They're tough. Yeah, tough. Like but like you have idea about jungle. You watch the Tarzan movies and stuff.
That's true. You have no idea.
So you
wait. It's not a mountain.
You always expect like I was so excited to get in jungle.
Yeah.
Because the first thing you expect is like. It's like bananas, like trees and stuff, and like fruits, exotic animals, birds, But my experience, I just like I go through one bush and I was in mud till my neck. In the first moment, that was my life there for 2 years.
Oh my God!
Just all the time. Yeah.
It rains a lot too, so a lot of humidity.
Every day raining. Every day is raining. That's like there is no day without rain. It's always 25, like 23, 25 Celsius all over the year. And Yeah, jungle is dirty. It's not like, you know, like.
And you can get a lot of infections and stuff, right?
Yeah, mostly is like, you know, you're getting like your skin in the, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like people lose their skin, like shoes, like let's say the military boots, like the new one, like they can stand like probably 10, 15 days in jungle and they be kind of rotten and fell off.
Yeah.
You know, that's like how it ends. This mud is like what? It's like sumpor, you know, or something. You know,
Wow.
so.
Did you do a lot of like parachute training and stuff
No,
like that?
I like, you know, I was scared about like, you know,
Heights?
no, yeah, I always do, you know, and I didn't like this, you know, especially the parachute in French Legion. They have that's a steel coupole, you know, the round one.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like it's 11 meter in a second, one of the fastest parachute in the world. And that's old parachute they're still using. And then there is no one who served in a parachute like the second, the deuxième rep,
Yeah.
that it didn't break a bone or something. And I'm like tall and heavy, so
Yeah.
that's the guarantee. And they station on Calvi, Corsica, so the every second jump, third jump is at night. And is only like torn bushes and stone, like, and you're falling at night, you don't know where you're falling. You're falling in stones, one all over, or like, you know, so you break something for sure.
Oh my God.
I wasn't voluntary because in the initial training you do like 4 months first training. If you finish in first 10, I was 7th. You can choose where you go.
Okay.
And I choose French Guiana because I like the jungle, to see jungle and everything.
Yeah.
And
Do you regret it?
they ask me like, why you don't want to do parachute, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, and like I didn't like it because parachute 7 days training, you become parachutist with the brevet, you know. And if I push you, you're gonna jump. Like anybody else, you know, you don't have to train for this really.
Yeah.
But every time you jump, you risk actually.
It's true.
Every time
Yes.
you jump, you risk. So like,
Yeah.
why do something like, you know, you don't need, you know?
It's true. What does a brevet mean? Like, what does that mean?
This mean like, you know, what that's like your how you say
Your rank?
métier, you know, like, you know, like
Okay.
what is your specialty, you
Yeah.
know? So what's your specialty by brevet? You see who is the specialist something, sniper, like.
What are yours?
I'm a Eclair jungle.
Okay.
So I'm like instructor in combat and surviving in jungle. So
Okay.
that's what I did like after my stage. That's what I did in French Fallen Legion. In French Guiana, I trained the people who come new, you know, young officers from the French army and stuff, you know. I always like scare them and like, you know, make them cry sometimes.
Yeah, well,
You
that's
know,
how they learn, right?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. All of the time.
All of the time, you know. So yeah, but like if they come there, they don't know what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
Then after, like, you know, when they get bitten by mosquitoes in face and stuff and get all bubbly and stuff, they get scared, you know.
I guess so.
There is no way back, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It's
There
done.
is no mama in
the jungle.
In the jungle.
They're solid.
And especially you train there like to be mean, huh?
Yeah.
It's not like this is not army. Like, you know, you're gonna see a lot of videos where they're like soldier doing something, an officer slap him or punch him, like, you know, even on YouTube videos, you know.
Yeah.
So if you don't know something, it's not Canada. Like, they don't want to say like good try.
Yeah. You can get it next time, buddy.
No, they're gonna be like, you fucking retard. Do one thing in your life how is it supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like one thing in your life, because everything you did is wrong.
It's true. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, it's true. Like, let's say you were to survive in the jungle. Like, what are the top things you need to survive in the jungle?
It's not like when you do in army, this is not like in real time combat, like, you know, surviving and stuff. But like for training, when you do in army, like you don't want to just lay down and wait like 4 or 7 days to pass. They're gonna give you things to do, like, you know, to make like l'abri, how you say,
shelter,
like shelter, fire, provide the food. You have to like catch the animal, you know, like you have to secure the camp with the booby traps for anti-personnel, like for people too, like, you know, if somebody coming to you, you have to like get on these traps because you don't have weapons. So They have to be killed before they actually come to you.
What,
You know?
you don't have weapons. What do you mean?
We like surviving training. You don't obviously they don't give you weapons. They just throw you in the jungle with rope, like
Okay.
like you rappel from the helicopter in the jungle and you stay there, and they give you after where you're gonna be when they're gonna pick you up, and that's it. So.
And in French Guiana, what are the animals and stuff that are there? Like what did you have to?
There's all animals you actually hear about or see or TV, but just imagine every animal like 10 times uglier and meaner and deadlier. Even the wild hog. They don't look like one from TV. They all dirty little
It's like the actors. They pick the prettier ones to be on TV.
They like skinny. They very sketchy.
Starving, ready to kill. It just looks like nature.
Oh yeah. So all this, and then you have a jaguar. That's like they say every fifth time you go in jungle, jaguar is gonna follow you, and he gonna follow you for 3-5 days.
And you're never gonna see him.
Never gonna see him. He's always gonna be there. He's curious to see what you do.
Oof.
And if you're alone, he's gonna attack you. But like if it's many people, they don't do. Like people watch on TV, people jumping on alligators and in water and stuff. Yeah, you can do this because if he's a crew with cameras and a lot of people, a lot of alligator, he's trying to run, and you jump on him, he's going to try to run. But if you're alone, he's going to try to eat you. So try then,
Yeah.
So,
my God.
Anacondas too, they like over 2 meters, they dangerous in the water, they can kill you, and over 4 meters on the ground, if you're alone, he's gonna crush you. Yeah, there you go. So we catch many of them, maybe 5, something like this.
You eat it?
Big one, yeah.
Is it good?
But it's from anaconda is like a lot meat though.
Yeah, I guess
but
so.
The smaller snakes is just that you don't feel. You just eat laced from shoe, It's just you eat something when you pull this muscle.
Yeah, well, it's like a rabbit, right? You can't really survive on rabbit.
Yeah, no, rabbit is different. What is allowed there is these alligators.
Okay.
And they caiman, maybe small, and they're not afraid of nothing, because they know nothing attack them.
No predators, yeah.
And they don't run. You can catch them, you kill them, and that's good.